Think about it. If he gave the money, Puffy will be in prison now, money for hire, a murder for hire. So thank God, it's just a true story.
Diddy has been in the spotlight for quite a while now. The star of the show called Diddy's Downfall was the lawsuit filed by his ex-girlfriend, Cassandra Ventura. In the lawsuit, Cassie accused Diddy of physical abuse, trafficking, and even sexually abusing her. With all the people in the industry coming forward and accusing Diddy of more stuff and exposing his crimes, fans had forgotten that the rapper had been involved in Tupac's murder. Although there wasn't a final conclusion and no arrest was made, there was still news going around that Diddy ordered the hit on Tupac. However, news is now circulating that Diddy might finally be going behind bars, and it's because of the recent evidence that the police have come across. Is Diddy finally going to be put behind bars for good? What new evidence has been found? Welcome back to Star Spills, where we will talk about the new evidence found in Tupac's murder case that might just put Diddy in jail. But before we give you the tea, make sure to give this video a big thumbs and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Rapper Tupac was murdered on September 7th, back in 1996 in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas. His death was a great tragedy in the hip-hop world. The murder has been a mystery that the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police have been trying to solve for decades. However, after years of hard work and evidence, the police might have finally found the man behind it all, and it is none other than Diddy Combs. Diddy was on top of the suspect list, but couldn't be arrested due to the lack of evidence. However, that's about to change soon. Keith D, also known as Keith Davis, is an American member of the California-based gang known as the South Side Compton Crips. Davis was one of the prime suspects in the murder of Tupac, and it didn't take the police long to crack the code and arrest him as the man behind Tupac's murder. Keith D is possibly the last person who witnessed the shooting. In fact, Davis was in the same car as the one who shot at Tupac's car that fateful night. Surprisingly, he confessed this in an interview, a clip of which started making rounds on the internet.
Coming from me going, got to the light. We was gonna go drink and smoke some weed, and he happened to be hanging out the window. He's hanging out the window like he was in a parade.
Tupac.
Yeah, he was.
So what happens next?
And we just came, and shit. I ain't gonna go into details like that.
The man was on a bragging high, but it fired right back at him. After investigating and arresting Davis, it came to light that he was the man who was in charge of the group that put Tupac down. Keith D has since been charged with first-degree murder, and he is now looking at a life behind bars. Of course, fans were confused at first. Keith D was in the car, but he didn't pull the trigger. So how could he be charged with murder? Well, it turns out in Nevada you can do that.
We will continue to ask for a no bail setting because we believe under Nevada law and the evidence in this case that the proof is evident and the presumption is great that he will be convicted of first-degree murder. And
that said, during his time with the police, Davis dropped a few names and one of them happened to be Diddy's. According to Davis, Diddy was the man behind the murder. He was the one who called the shots and wanted Tupac down. However, Davis' confession didn't lead to anything, and we're guessing it's because Diddy pulled a few strings to get out of the situation. However, there have been more shreds of evidence linked with Diddy that are coming forward, and fans are thinking that it might be just a matter of time before Diddy is locked away for good. The rapper's ex-bodyguard, Gene Deal, has recently been spilling all the tea about Diddy. From Cassie's lawsuit to Tupac's murder, Gene ain't holding anything back. In a recent interview, Gene talked about Diddy's obsession with Tupac. He mentioned how Tupac was the first guy to wear a Versace shirt, and next thing you know, Diddy had the same Versace shirt on him. According to Gene, Diddy had a very strong obsession with Tupac. He copied his every move.
Pac was the first one on the scene wearing Versace shirts. He went and got the same Versace shirts Pac had. Which, all right, some dudes would do that. You'll never catch me wearing something else.
Diddy also didn't hold back when it came to getting in bed with people. As soon as there would be a rumor going around about Tupac sleeping with a woman, Diddy would quickly make his move and get under the sheets with them. It is safe to say that he was after every woman that Tupac had been with. Now that's a crazy level of obsession.
He was knocking down all the women that he thought Pac was knocking down. And what I mean is having sex with them.
Fans have raised their concerns regarding this weird obsession with Tupac and are curious to know why Diddy was so keen on making sure he wasn't left behind. Were the two of them just being competitive, or is there more drama to this story? What's more, Diddy didn't spare Tupac's brother either back in the 90s. Mopreme Shakur, who is the brother of Tupac and also an American rapper, talked about how Diddy hit him up after the tragic incident. According to him, Diddy called Mopreme and told him that he had nothing to do with Tupac's murder.
The boy Puffy called me though. Puffy called me back in the day. He called me. He was like, "I just want you to know I ain't have nothing to do with your brother's. You know, I know who you are, but we never met, and I just want to call you man to man, let you know that I ain't have nothing to do with your brother's death."
According to Tupac's brother, Diddy made this phone call because there was an article released by the LA Times where all fingers were pointing towards the rapper. Fans think that this phone call makes Diddy look suspicious and that he was there to clean the mess before anyone even knew. However, Mopreme didn't agree with Diddy. Instead, he said that he was waiting for the officials to look into the matter and investigate it thoroughly. Mopreme also talked about Keefe D's arrest. He was sure of the fact that the man didn't pull all of it off alone. According to him, he was working with others, Diddy being one of them. Mopreme showed his concern regarding the case not being taken as seriously as it should be.
Yes, Puffy being one of them. I don't know where that's going to lead, but I do believe there were accomplices. And I don't think all of them have been looked at.
That said, 50 Cent has a very clear set of views when it comes to Tupac's murder. In a recent concert, he talked about not liking Diddy because he got Tupac killed. 50 Cent sure knew what he was talking about because you need a whole lot of courage and evidence before saying something like that in front of a huge audience.
Oh wait, maybe I said that shit about brother because he got Tupac killed.
The industry had been silent over the past 2 decades, but some famous Hollywood celebrities are now stepping forward to talk about Diddy's involvement in the murder. And it seems almost impossible for Diddy to escape the allegations with these many fingers pointing towards him. Fans are eagerly waiting for the police to make the final arrest and hold Diddy accountable for the horrible crimes he has committed over the years. And that's it for today. What do you think of the situation? Is this it for Diddy? Will the police look into his involvement? Is Diddy going to be behind bars soon? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos. We will see you next time with more updates from the celebrity world.